Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Trevine, and if this is your first time tuning in, hi, glad to have you as part of the family. On this channel, we talk about mental health wellness overall, so substance abuse, mental health, the clinical side of mental health, and the wellness side of mental health. So if that's something that you're interested in, become a part of the family. But anyways, guys, today I'm going to show you guys a quick craft tool that I picked up from the Dollar Tree that you can use in a session with your teens and children who may be experiencing anxiety and panic attacks. So as we know about the amygdala is the part of the brain that triggers an alert for if we should run, which is flight, if we should freeze, or if we should fight. So oftentimes what happens is our brain is over processing that situation, and we may be experiencing an anxiety attack from not being able to manage the amygdala properly, the responses for when our body thinks that it is going into a shock mode. So one of the things that I find helpful with working with the teens that I've been working with is doing a body mapping with them for them to be a little bit more in tune with which part of their body they're feeling most of the tension when they start to go into either a fright mode or a freeze mode, a flight mode, or whatever it is that they're feeling at the moment. So at the dollar store, guys, in the crafts section, they have these paper shapes of a person, and it comes with 10 in there, guys, which is a lot. And so I'm going to just walk you guys through how you can use this in a session, in a body mapping session with your client, for them to understand and be able to manage those responses the body sends out when they start to have an anxiety attack. Okay, guys, so this is somewhat of a awkward position, but I hope you guys can see what is going on. So oftentimes when we start to have an anxiety attack over something that's minor, or something that does not equate to a alert of freeze or flight or fight, is because we're not managing the responses effectively. And what you'll find with your teens or your juveniles are that they magnify their brain, their inability to manage those responses magnifies the trigger that is sent more than it should. And so you may have a teen that may panic or have an anxiety attack from something as simple as you telling them they can't go somewhere. So what I would do with a client who is going through something like that, I would give them this and I would say, okay, let's talk about it. When mom said you could not go and you started having an anxiety attack, let's talk about where on your body you were feeling those tension the most. And what will happen is your client may say, and you could give them instructions to use lines or whatever shapes they want to use on the paper. So what could happen is they could put some X's in the chest area or around the art area. And I hope you guys are seeing that. And I'm going to use some different colors so that we can see. Or something like that to signify just energy around the hands, and also energy around the feet area. And so this is showing that, they're panicking, they're having an anxiety attack. Their palms may start sweating. They may start twitching their feet. There's just energy, lots of energy in the arm area, the feet area. And there might just be tension in the chest area. And I'll use the green for the top part. And for the head, It could be, ooh, well, that one's not working. I'll grab another color, guys. Let's use this blue one. Is for the head, this could just represent a lot of rushing thoughts that they are experiencing at that moment. So let me bring that up so that you guys can see that a little better. So what we have here, so let's take a look at that again, guys. So you may have a client who, after working with them, they put a little bit of X's around the chest area to represent that tension, the tightening of the chest from that anxiety, the difficulty in breathing, the difficulty in managing their breathing, being able to calm themselves down. And they may say, I feel like my head's hurting. That may be from the rushing thoughts that they're having. They're having multiple thoughts about what's going on. They're not being able to process the situation effectively. Or they may tell you that they're having some sweaty palms, or they're twitching around the feet or something like that, to just a signal being maybe with that anxiety. They may feel angry and almost like they want to punch something. They're getting sweaty palms. So this just simple material or craft from the dollar store is so effective that you can use with your clients. And this is a perfect way for them to visualize, what they are feeling on the inside out on a material, because now they can visually see, whoa, damn, like my heartbeat, my chest be so tight. You put that on there. My palms be sweaty, or I feel a lot of energy in my palms or my feet, or my head is hurting. Whoa, like I'm having a lot of rushing thoughts. So this is a perfect way for you to use this craft. And I know this video is not really about going in depth in anxiety and addressing anxiety, but if you were to be using this in a session with a client, you would then want to follow up with some grounding technique or coping skills from CBT intervention that you could use with your client, or DBT that you could use with your client. If you were to have a client who was experiencing tension like this, anxiety from whatever they're going through, it would be perfect for you to teach them or guide them through some breathing techniques for them to manage the amygdala, manage the response, manage that red alert that was triggered from that situation that they're not able to control on a normal basis. So while you're bringing their attention to one, your brain sends these triggers when a situation occurs. And from that situation, the amygdala sends a trigger as to, should I run? Hello. Should I fight? The tension in your arms. Should I fight? The tension in your chest that you can't breathe is you freezing. Should I freeze? Should I not move? Is this the best thing to do right now? So again, guys, using this to visualize that, for them to visually see, oh my goodness, my brain sent a trigger and now my body reacted to that trigger. Because remember, the amygdala is going to, or amygdala, guys, don't stress me on that word. I'm not a doctor. That word is a tongue tire, but you guys know the drift. I'll put it up here with a little diagram of where in the brain it is. But that's the part of the brain that triggers us into what we should do if we are in a situation that we need to freeze. We may start feeling tension around our chest area that's saying, hey, don't go anywhere. I can't breathe. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. I'm so nervous. Or we may be having some tensions in our arm that's saying, hey, I need to defend myself right now. Your feet start to twitch. Your arms start to switch. You may start clenching those fists because the part of the brain, that part is telling you, hey, you need to defend yourself, or the thoughts in your head around the tension in your head is like, hey, run for your life. Guys, I crack you up. But that's the whole point of these craft, is to help your clients visualize what's going on so that they can start to manage when those responses come in an appropriate situation. Okay, all right, I'm going into a shop mode. It's not that important take some deep breaths. And one of the things we want to remember is that when that part of our brain triggers us into finding a response, our breathing is going to be off. We're going to be having rapid breathing. Whether you're going to fight or whether you're freezing, your breathing is going to be off. You're not in control of that breathing because that part of your body is now, brain is now controlling you. But if you start teaching and incorporating those, coping skills, those new coping skills, breathing techniques to your clients, they will start to recognize, okay, I need to calm down. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Count to 10, count to 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Do it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now take a deep breath in. Count again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So find some grounding techniques to help your clients so that when you are not present, to help guide them through it, they can start to implement those coping skills by themselves and start to better manage the responses that the amygdala sends off to us that says run, fight, or freeze. So yes, guys, let me know. Do you freeze a lot? Do you get anxious? Do you have panic attacks? What does the amygdala says to you? Did you see a lion that just came out of the mountains? Are you going to freeze? Are you going to run? Or are you going to fight? I'm running. See you guys in the next video because the lion is coming and I'm running. My amygdala says, flight, run. Bye.